I tell you what, I've spent thousands of hours in locker rooms all over this country, but none of them feel as special as this. The great Hall of Famer Deacon Jones said, "This is a team you can never get cut from. You can never be traded from. You can never quit. Heck, you can't even die from this team. This team is forever." Well, with the help of my magic chalkboard, I'm going to give you a look into the hearts of these heroes. Let's see what drove them, what inspired them, what exactly it was that took good men and transformed them into the greatest of all time. Since we're in this building, how about we start with the man who built the Hall of Fame, huh? Now, I don't mean like Yankee Stadium is the house that Babe Ruth built. No. I mean this guy actually, physically, helped build this very building, the Sistine Chapel of football. Alan Page.
Our legs been all over the field all afternoon.
You really did. Number 88, Alan Page, was the first man to get the ball carrier. Hey, number 88, in my opinion, one of my dudes back up the football.
I grew up in Canton, Ohio. I was lucky. I had parents who knew, understood, and made sure that I knew and understood the importance of education. Neither one of them had gone to school beyond high school. And they understood that if I, my brother, and sisters were to have a better life than they had, then we had to be educated. One of the things that education does is it gives you choices. It allows you to decide where you're going to go. It also allowed me to have the success off the field as a Supreme Court justice. Don't be afraid to do well in school. Education is a tool that will help you succeed, and don't let that opportunity slip away.
How's that? The game set him up to serve the country in a position of the highest integrity. He epitomizes what this locker room is all about. Let's look at Steve Largent.
I was not the obvious looking athlete. Forget the Hall of Fame. No one even expected me to play in college, but I always believed I had it in me. I couldn't out-tall people, so I had to outwork them. I wasn't the fastest, but no one was more prepared than me. When I was in college, they timed me at 4'8" in the 40, which was good for military convoys, but bad for wide receivers. Because of my production, I still got a look with the Houston Oilers. Tom Phillips thought I was the ball boy. So when he had the chance, he thought he pulled a fast one by giving me to the expansion Seahawks. He kept 7 receivers over me. All nice guys, but none of them made it all the way here. Tom did call me later, said it was the worst trade he ever made. So that made me feel better. You know, I guess for kids, it goes to show you your limitations shouldn't stop you from trying anything. I didn't, but maybe I was crazy. After football, I didn't let the fact that I wasn't a politician stop me from running for Congress. And I won. Steve Largent, the small and slow congressman. First thing I did when I got to Washington was I called the IRS, told them to audit Tom Phillips.
That little guy got a heck of a lot of passing, and no one gave him a chance because of his size. But in the game of life, his incredible heart made him 10 feet tall. You gotta believe. You gotta have faith, and sometimes you just gotta go for it. Just like I did. Yeah, like I did when I guaranteed the Jets would win Super Bowl III. Our team rocked the world. Now, here's another guy who changed the world, and no one initially gave him a chance either because of the color of his skin. Warren Moon.
I was very athletic, and all the coaches loved me, as long as I played where they told me to play. They didn't like it when I asked to play quarterback. I could play wide receiver all day. Hand me the ball, I'd run. Forget quarterback. Until the guys in front of me all went down, and they really didn't have a choice. When I got in there, we scored just about every time we had the ball. They didn't know what to say. But everyone likes winning. But I still had to prove myself at every level. Despite being all-state in high school, no college recruited me to be a quarterback. And I had to go to junior college my first year. Then when I did get a chance to go to the University of Washington, Despite leading the team to a Rose Bowl championship, I wasn't even drafted by a single NFL team. Same struggle. No one believed a black man could play quarterback. But I didn't give up. I went to Canada and played 6 years until they finally couldn't deny me anymore. I then played in the NFL for 17 more years, eventually becoming the highest paid player in the NFL. And as a quarterback, and now all the way here to Canada. Each level had its own challenge. I was tested, sure, and it made me stronger. My ears heard a lot of the negative voices, but my heart didn't listen.
Remarkable journey, Warren. Your courage and character made you the first African-American quarterback in the Hall of Fame. When the great Reverend Martin Luther King said he had a dream that his 4 children would someday be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character, today that's reflected in the great game of football. The only thing that matters is whether or not you can help your teammate get that extra yard. And let me tell you, nobody knows more about getting that extra yard than the great Hall of Famer, Jim Brown.
Football is a team sport, and life is a team sport. It isn't easy. It isn't going to be given to you. You have to demand respect and surround yourself with teammates who care about character and courage as much as you do. Every one of you can have a Hall of Fame life, whether or not you play football. You can be as great as you want to be. The Hall of Fame is all about integrity, character, and excellence. You have the opportunity to represent yourself that way. You determine your character.
Big Jim Brown, he knows what he's talking about. He played the game with intensity and passion. This game is not easy. Every yard is a fight, and every play is a battle. But so is life. Let's look at Curtis Martin.
I grew up in a neighborhood that was considered one of the worst in America, and the household I grew up in was one of the worst in that neighborhood. By the time I was 20 years old, I knew at least 30 friends or family members who had lost their lives. Football became like a second parent to me. It taught me the things that my father wasn't there to teach me, and that my mother, as a struggling, single-parent woman, just didn't know to teach me. The NFL taught me how to become a man. That's where I learned the importance of integrity and strong character. It's where I learned how to be disciplined and hard working. It taught me that my perseverance and determination could always outlast my pain and my problems, so I just didn't give up. One of the most valuable lessons that I've learned, probably in my entire life, is how to keep my problems in proper perspective. I had every excuse in the world not to succeed, but I made a very conscious decision not to use it. If you take one thing away from your visit to this life, let it be that your problems don't have to define you. They don't have to bring you down. They actually have the power to build you up and keep you in perspective. Whether it's a fumble in the game of football or a fumble in the game of life, I've learned firsthand that you can always have the ability to bounce back.
You know that saying, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere? That's pro football. And when you succeed like these men have, that is the game for life and anything else life has in store. Let's hear from our friend, Jim Keller.
Now I understand that the good Lord was just preparing me for what I had ahead of me in my life. That's the fight that I went through with cancer.